Hello, my peoples. Hello. Hello, y'all. I have not done a live on Facebook in freaking forever. But I wanted to come on here and kind of give what was kind of like put on my heart just a couple of minutes ago. And I believe it would truly help other moms who are quote-unquote single mothers. And when I say single mothers, I'm not talking about the dad is absent, not financially supporting you or anything. I'm talking about just a mother or who have children or the child that lives with you with no father in the home, okay? I won't say this. A lot of y'all may not agree with me, but you're not a single mother because the father is not financially helping. You're a single mother because of your status of just being single and y'all not together. Single mother doesn't have to do with the relationship you have with the father, okay? And I can speak on that because I, quote unquote, if you look on in the world's view, I'm a single mom, but I do not take on the narrative of being a single mother, okay? I don't take on that narrative at all. Is his dad's present? Yes. Are they perfect? No. But at the end of the day, I give them grace on being the best fathers that they could be, not what I want them to be, but what they can be, okay? Ladies, I truly do tell y'all that, especially dealing with black men, y'all, they are doing the best they can sometimes. And I'm not giving them no excuses. But with everything that comes against them, if they didn't have fathers on their own, what are you expecting them to look up to? What are you expecting them to be? We all are born with a mother, but all of us don't have a father, okay? I wasn't blessed enough to have no daddy in my life. But I had a lot of men who was actively in and out of my life. That helped my mom along the way. So I truly can say, just because you may not have a father in your life, it's many dudes, and I think all of us can say, who didn't have a father. You had one or two men, uncle, cousin, somebody who may not have been consistently in your life, but did still make an impact. So ladies, especially my ladies, my sisters, please stop living up to this or living out this single mother narrative, okay? It's detrimental to the community. It's detrimental to your co-parenting. It's detrimental to your mental health. It's detrimental to the children's health. It doesn't get you anywhere, okay? I'm not going to lie. I learned how to be a great co-parent. It was hard. I did everything. I did child support. I did yelling, cussing, fussing. I did it all. And it didn't get me nowhere until I dealt with me. I dealt with the decisions that I made. I dealt with who I chose to have sex with. I dealt with who I chose to have a child with. And I looked at myself and I realized, okay, but at least you chose him. Okay. And since you're here, you got to figure out how to make it work. All right. So like I said, it wasn't easy. It wasn't perfect, but I did it. Okay. And as y'all know, I am a CEO. I am CEO of Belize Spivey LLC. I'm also the CEO of Vanquish Herpes treatment products. So being a CEO is not easy. Okay. Also being a mommy is not easy at all, especially of two boys. I have a 12-year-old and I have a 7-year-old. So I got very active boys who love just being boys. I'm blessed enough to say that they're really their age. I shelter my kids a lot. I didn't realize how much of a shelter mommy I was, but I did it on purpose because their fathers are not presently in the home. So I do a lot of things to try to prevent some things from happening to them or them being exposed to things. But our relationship is very close. I talk to my kids about everything. I'm that mama. I talk about the stuff that's uncomfortable. I bring up random conversations about things, especially with my oldest son. Me and him are like besties because I don't want him to be exposed to things prematurely. And if he is, I want to be the one who educate him. So I say, mommy, especially if you have boys, make sure you're having more conversation with him. Don't just focus all the conversations on the girls. I don't have girls, but don't do that. I see it's a heavy benefit in having both equal type of interaction and equal type of effort in boys and girls. Okay, because I realized, you know, my mom, she had a boy and a girl. Me and my brother are like almost 10 years apart. So my mom kind of raised us different. You know, my mom raised my brother. She was 18 years old when she got pregnant. She was in high school. She had my brother, dad, his dad was there. Family was there. You know, she had a huge support system. When she had me, it wasn't like that. So she kind of raised me by herself compared to when my brother, she had more help than she had with me. Okay. So I seen the big difference with the interactions with him and his family, his side of the family, and my interactions not having my dad's side of the family. My mom did, I got during good job, okay? She wasn't perfect. Man, Jesus, she wasn't perfect, but she did everything she could to raise us the best way she can. And I can truly say she has a relationship with both of us. The relationship she had with my brother, I don't get, but I know they're close. And the relationship she had with me, I'm sure my brother don't get. But my mom did a good job with making sure that we could talk to her about everything. Like, and sometimes we get mad at her, but at the end of the day, my mom always was in a predicament to talk to us or bring up stuff. She made us super uncomfortable. My mama is a yeller, but that's just her thing. It works for us because we are hardheads. So she knew what worked to raise us. But at the end of the day, she did a great job to say that, quote unquote, she was a single mom. When I say single mom, I mean that the fathers was not presently in the house. She did an amazing job, working hard, did what she had to do, and, you know, put us in sports when she could, show up when she could. And I can truly say, you know, what she did truly made us who we are today. And even both of us are parents now. My brother, he has a daughter who's a preteen, well, a teenager now. And then I have 2 boys. So I'm sure we have implemented most of the things that we learned from our moms, and then also implemented the things that we see fit for our children as well. But like I said, I kind of came on here to talk about being a single mom and being a CEO. Guys, I'm telling you, it's not easy. Being a CEO alone comes with its own sacrifices, okay? I'm not talking about entrepreneurship. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about literally building a business. I'm not knocking you. Entrepreneurs is somebody who, you know, they go out and they make money multiple ways, okay? A business owner is somebody who has a solid business that they're focused on and they put all energy and everything into, okay? They got business plans, you know, they making sure the structure is right. They're looking for it to be a long-term thing. I used to be an entrepreneur where I did so much stuff. I did MLM and I did this and I did that and I did this. But my ultimate goal was to always be a CEO. My ultimate goal was to always have multiple businesses that I can leave for legacy for my family. Not for my family to say a family business, because what I build doesn't mean my kids going to love doing it and I'm not going to force them into it. But it builds a legacy for my bloodline so they can continue to have wealth for long term. So I'll say this, mommies, you can do this, okay? It's hard. The biggest thing you could do and the best thing you could do is making sure you're taking care of your mental. Okay, mommies, take care of your mental. Go to the therapist. Make sure you have a good support system around you, friends, family, also the children's fathers, if the relationships are that close. If it's not, don't worry about it. Do what you can. All right, mommies, we know how to make it happen. Don't let negativity in on your journey. Even though it tries, sometimes the fathers can be the reason why it makes it hard to build your business. Don't worry. Do what you have to do. Okay, you have to learn how to X out all of the negativity. You have to X out all the hate, all the jealousy, all the sabotage, because as you do this, people are not going to understand how you're going to do it. Okay, people didn't understand how I was going to be an entrepreneur and be a mommy of 2 boys. Okay, when I started my business, I was married. How many of y'all knew I was married? That was way before the pandemic. I got married in 2014. All right, I was married for a total of four years. And in that time, I ended up becoming a CEO. That was my goal. I was going to be a CEO of STD Life Coach, and that's before my product line launched. But my whole goal was to be a CEO. So I want to help individuals with herpes. I want to be counseling. I want to do what I need to do for the herpes community after living with herpes at that time for 7 years. And I was like, I want to do this. I want to do this. And it was a little bit easier because I was married. I had a spouse who was taking care of the bills. I had a spouse who kind of took care of the kids. I had help. So I tell y'all, it was a little bit easier to do because I had a spouse. But when I chose to walk away from my spouse, I ain't gonna lie, it got real. Okay, it got really real. I didn't realize how much he helped me. I didn't realize how much he was a support to me, even though I didn't think he was. I didn't realize it until it was not there anymore. And I had to learn how to balance taking care of my own bills. You know, now since I had to work, I wasn't working when I was married. I was pretty much a stay-at-home mom. I had to learn how to balance both, and it was not easy. Schoolwork, homework, still trying to be a mommy to them, still trying to do my own self-care. I suffered tremendously. Depression was my best friend for a long time. Anxiety was my best friend for a long time because I was like, how do I do all of this and still build something great? I didn't know how. But my whole thing is I just said I'm going to figure it out. And the biggest thing, ladies, single mommies who are CEOs, figure it out, okay? My whole thing is I can't tell you how to figure it out because a lot of our stories are not the same, okay? A lot of our stories are different. Some of us, what we're getting into is different from others. But the biggest thing I tell you is, mommies, if you can figure out how to put food in your kids' mouth, if you can figure out how to get to work, get home on time to get the kids together, cook dinner, you can do this. The same way that you maneuver for your kids, you maneuver for your business. It's like another baby, okay? So I say literally, when you start building your business, treat it like an infant. The way what you would do to find a good daycare and all this stuff for your infant, you do the same thing for your business. You're going to have to sacrifice sleep, babe. You know, you're going to be sleepy some days, all right? Some weeks you just ain't going to sleep for some weeks. And then some weeks you're like, hey, I'm able to breathe a little bit. But it's not going to always be like that. Listening from somebody who did this for so long. I did it for a while, y'all. I've been doing this for a while. And I'm finally seeing the fruit of my labor. Like, for real. Now. I'm now seeing the fruit of my labor. Still a single mommy. Father's not in the house. I do have the help of my mother, so that makes things easier still. But I end up using more of my resources. And I'll say this, mommies, stop saying you don't have no support. That's a lie. You do have support. You're not utilizing it. I'm going to call you out because always people say, I ain't got no family. Then use your friends. If you ain't got no friends, find some groups to help you. It's too many resources, ladies. I don't trust nobody. Then you going to struggle. You going to struggle, baby. You're going to struggle harder than you need to struggle if you got trust issues, okay? I need you to go heal from them trust issues because it's going to hinder you in building something big. You have to trust people being a CEO. CEOs are not CEOs because of themselves. That is entrepreneurs. You're not an entrepreneur. CEOs have employees. CEOs have boards, executive boards. CEOs have multiple people who work for them. I'm not going to lie, y'all. Let's get out of trying to just be entrepreneurs. You want to be a CEO, baby. You make the rules and you leave. You make sure everything, you do the lead work in the beginning so everybody else can run it and you can live the best life you want to live. Being an entrepreneur, sometimes, y'all can't do that. You go down when COVID hit, y'all. I realized I cannot be a CEO no. I couldn't be an entrepreneur no more. Because that moment, it fell all on me. When I got sick, I had COVID in the beginning when I didn't know it was COVID. And y'all, I had to freeze. I had to stop everything. I couldn't breathe. I was in so much pain for 2 weeks. My business felt it. That's what happens when you're an entrepreneur. It's a one-man show, one-woman show. That is not good. Because life happens too much, especially if you're a mommy. Kids got games. Kids got homework. Kids got this. Kids got that. Things coming up too much to be just an entrepreneur. You want to be a CEO where you put systems in place where it runs while your life goes. You don't want to be so stuck in doing all the work. I tell you now, single mommies can have trust issues. You know why? It's because the daddy ain't helping. Or he not present like you think he should. Ladies, let that go. It's hindering you in your business. It's hindering you in your business. Your trust issues that you have with your baby daddy or baby daddies, because I got two, okay? It's hindering your business. I know because it hindered me in my business. I ain't trust nobody. I ain't know who to trust. I didn't want to get burnt again, y'all. I just didn't want to. I'm telling y'all, heal from that. Listen to yourself. If you feel that person shady, then that freaking person is shady. If you feel that person is solid, that person is solid. Our spirit don't lie, ladies. Our intuition is strong. It just learn how to listen to it. A lot of us fail to listen to it and then want to develop trust issues. And we want to develop attitudes. And we want to develop all of these things after the fact that we can just deal with and release what hurt us in the first place, other than developing a new characteristic that's not beneficial to you. Not being able to trust people is not a good character. You're struggling with, that's a character flaw. How are you going to be trustworthy, but you don't believe anybody else to be trustworthy? Now, how are you developing your ability, your trait, when you don't even think nobody else have it? How do you have it? I'm just saying. Being a CEO, you want to be trustworthy. You want to be loyal. You want to be hardworking. You want to be a risk taker. You want to be able to person who figure it all out. You want to see the vision. You got to make the last decisions. You got to make the hard decisions. You got to take the hard hits. That's what CEOs do. Everybody right now is mad at Mr. Tesla man. I'm not. That's what CEOs do. If you don't like something, you got the ability to buy other people out. Entrepreneurs, we typically don't, if you're an entrepreneur, you don't have that type of pull. I'm going to be honest. Entrepreneurs ain't making millions and trillions. That's CEOs. That's CEOs. That's people who built something that's solid because they're using business credit. They're using other people's money to get wealth. Entrepreneurs, most of the time, their credit ain't good. Their credit sucks. It's because you don't see the importance of building right. I know I was on that side of the fence. I ain't saying this just to be mean. I'm saying it because if you really want to win, especially in the world of business, being a CEO, an investor is the best thing you can ever do. I'm not sure if y'all look at Rich Dad Poor Dad, and he says the little things. So you have your employees, you have your self-employed, which is entrepreneurs, you have your business owners, and you have your investors. Your goal is to get to investment status. Okay, I have been an employee. I have been a self-employed. I am a business owner now, but my goal is to be investors. Investors don't pay taxes. Investors able to buy other businesses. Investors are billionaires and trillionaires. Investors are in the best markets, okay? They in the best markets, which is real estate. Okay? Or product-driven businesses or service-driven businesses. Okay? Which Twitter is, so Facebook is, Instagram, TikTok. Those are service-based businesses. The service is to connect us together. Those are billion-dollar, trillion-dollar companies, y'all. It's time to switch your mind. Mommies as single moms, don't take the single into business. It will destroy you. It will destroy you thinking single-minded. You can't be single-minded in business. You will not survive. You will not survive. You will go down fast. You will destroy yourself because you're doing everything yourself. You're running yourself into the ground. Mommies, how you think you're supposed to really be the mommy you want to be if you're doing everything by yourself? Tap people in. I think today really sparked this because today, yes, I have my business. I'm able to breathe. I ain't got to work so hard no more. Because I have hired people to help me. Okay? I got people that I pay every single month or every single week to make my job easier. So I don't have to think so hard and I ain't got to work so hard. But you have to get to that level that you can't afford to pay people. Or contract them out. Or affiliate market them. Or whatever that may be. But you have to build it to a certain level to do that and sustain it. And I've been able to do that. But I had to get out of that single-minded thing to do it. That just happened, y'all. Literally March, I had somebody say something to me who is my business partner now. Well, it was partnership now. And she checked me. She said, Belize, you got trust issues. And it's hindering your business. And I had to do a whole guy, check me. And he got in my behind. And after he got in my behind, my business blew up. Everything changed. Financially changed. The flow of my business changed. Me be able to take care of my body changed. And me and be able to help my kids and be there for my kids more changed. Even though I'm not going to lie, I'm still busy. I'm still busy. It doesn't change. Still my kids have days where they like, dang, I don't feel like I've seen my mama all day. But my kids are a little bit older now, so I ain't tripping about it as much as I was when they were little. I didn't want to miss their development stage. But I'm starting to get back into that because my kids are moving into preteens and I want to be very vigilant on what's going on with their mental and emotional states as they develop into these new little men. I want to pay attention to that. So now they're going into their teens level-headed. They're going into their teens knowing how to make better decisions. They're going into their teens prepared and also me there for them in their teens. All right. A lot of us focus on, like, a lot of us miss the baby times. And my whole thing is, you know, some people say, I'll sacrifice them at a baby, but won't sacrifice them to get older. Or I'll sacrifice when they get older when they're not a baby. I tell anybody who wants to be an entrepreneur, don't sacrifice nothing when it comes to your kids. Some days you're going to have mama guilt. And what? Stop worrying about that mama guilt, baby. They'll be all right. Just tell them sorry. Just tell them sorry. That's the best thing you could do. Tell them sorry. Ask them how it make you feel that mommy been working on that. And then somebody say, man, mommy, you doing what you got to do. Some kids don't even tripping that you getting it. And then some kids like, well, mommy, we haven't did nothing together in a while. And stop what you're doing and make it happen, mom. I ask my kids that all the time. What can I do better? What can I do better? What do you want more of me? What do you want me to do? I apologize for things I've done or said. Ladies, do you know what your kids like? What are their interests? My oldest son loves soccer. My youngest one loves bowling. My oldest one is in anime and all of that stuff. And my younger one, he like food. I know my kids inside and out. As much as I'm busy, I still know them. I'm still present. My room is in the middle and I hear them on both sides. I hear all conversations. Don't get so business savvy that you don't listen, ladies. Listen to your kids. Listen to the conversations they're having. Listen to what they're talking about. Okay? Listen. Also display the type of character and habits you want them to have. You want your kids to get up early and meditate. If that's what you want them to do, you need to do it. If you want your kids to be into eating better, then mommy, you make better meals. Okay. And you teach them how to do such things. If you want your kids to work out, mommies, you got to go to the gym and they got to see you consistently going to the gym. That means your oldest one watch your little one while you do it, or simply everybody get in the living room, or they see you watching YouTube on the TV. Regardless of, mommy, you are the example of what's going to be for them. Their new lifestyles, their lifestyles to be, mommy, it's on you. And ain't nobody else to display it but you. As you build, you still need to develop character in your kids, and you still need to develop habits into your kids. You don't want to teach them working so hard that you die. Okay, mommies, your kids shouldn't see you work so hard yourself into depression. Your kids shouldn't see you work yourself hard into anxiety. You don't want them to see those type of things, because at the end of the day, they think it's going to be normal, especially if you do it for a long period of time. Okay, I know I dealt with depression and anxiety for a while, and my kids see them for a while. And I was like, I got to get out of this because I don't want my kids thinking this is okay. I don't want them to think this is okay. I don't want them to think this is how you're supposed to be. But I had to be honest with myself. I had to figure it out and figure out, why am I here? Mommies, it's not easy, but it's possible. Not easy, but it's possible. It's not easy, but it's possible. All right? So I just want to say that to y'all. Just keep it light. Y'all can do this. I'm nothing but a message away if you need to talk. Like, Belize, I'm trying to figure it out. Listen, if I can be any support to you, I will. I understand the importance of having a tribe. I've been blessed enough to have one. I've been blessed enough to finally tap into my tribe. Use the people who you love in your circle. They help you more than you know. Listen to them, okay? When you know they have your best interests at heart. I'm talking about them. I ain't talking about listen to the folks who don't want to see you do well. Cut them off. I don't care if it's your mama. Cut them off. I don't care if it's your baby daddy. Cut him off too. If he ain't calling about them kids, who cares? Don't talk to him. I do not talk to my children's fathers outside of the children. I have no need to. Now, if God lead me to say something to them privately, I will. But just kiki and kaka, baby, when I left you, I left you. Some of y'all still want y'all baby daddies. That's your problem. Get over him. He don't want you and you don't want him, really. You just lonely.
Mom, we went to Roof Garage?
Huh?
We went to Roof Garage before.
You know that. Why you letting your brother trick you out of that? You know we went for his birthday.
But Hayden don't remember.
He does. He's playing with you. He's playing with you.
He said, I said Wolf Garage. He said Wolf something.
It's Wolf Lodge. You're forcing the words together. You know we been. Don't let Hayden play with you. You know he like to play with you like that. All right, y'all. I'm about to go. But y'all can do this. It's possible. If you're a single mom, you're in business, and you need any support, reach out to me, DM me. I love you and I appreciate y'all, and I'm out. This piece gotta cook. All right, bye.